So, Marvel is back, baby! Well, kinda, not really. Yesterday in Sony's State of Play, Marvel showed off Marvel Tōkon Fighting Souls, which is a brand new fighting game. So it's not MVC, but we're so back! So, with seeing the current lineup of the characters they revealed in Iron Man, Captain America, Spider-Man, Storm, Miss Marvel, Doom, Ghost Rider, and Star-Lord, it got me thinking immediately. What if I go ahead and predict what characters are going to show up in this game? I know it's super early because they literally just revealed it yesterday, but hopefully some of the predictions I make are going to be correct, and if they are, then you guys can come back and validate my response. So, for who I predict to be in this game, first I'm going to go with, personally, I think the roster is going to be, at minimum, 16 characters, and the only reason I say that is because ArcSys games generally have smaller rosters to start. I know Dragon Ball was 21, and Guilty Gear Strive is like 12 or something, so that's why I'm going with a smaller number, at minimum. At maximum, I'm going to say it's going to launch with 32 characters, just, you know, for the multiples of 4, because it's a 4v4 game. Essentially, who I think is going to be in the game if it is a 16 launch roster game, first of all, I'm going to put out Thor and Hulk. I feel like they are a given considering Captain America and Iron Man are a part of the launch roster already. Like, we already know this because they're in the trailer. So Hulk and Thor, and also Thor is shown in the background of one of the stages. He's a statue with Captain America and Iron Man, so Thor is definitely going to be there. It'd be weird if we don't see Hulk. I'm expecting Bruce, but I wouldn't be surprised if they put in Amadeus Cho. I'm just gonna say that right now. He's kind of having like a low-key resurgence. There's like a whole rumor about him being the Hulk for Marvel Rivals, and they switched it like last minute. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Bruce though, because he's the more recognizable one in the masses. So I'm just gonna say that. So Hulk, Thor for the next 4 characters. I'm actually gonna say Winter Soldier, just because he's absolutely massive right now. Everybody knows Winter Soldier. He's super big. He's a part of, like, obviously he's in Rivals. Like, he's just big. Thunderbolts just came out. I wouldn't be surprised. Brand synergy, everything like that. So Winter Soldier is definitely a part of that next 4. And I'm gonna toss a curveball for this last one. And I'm gonna say, instead of your usual maybe Hawkeye, I'm gonna say Nova. And this is really self-indulgent. I love Nova, but Nova is kind of having a little bit of a spark, and maybe that's just my delusion speaking, because Nova is going to be one of the main characters in the Marvel Invasion game, the beat 'em up that's coming out at the end of this year. And I just feel like he should definitely just be a part of it. He's also a main character in Imperial, which is a comic book line that literally just started this week. So I feel like he should be in this game. Plus, it's Marvel. Nova was literally top tier in Marvel 3. Like, please, just put him in the game, please. He's so cool. I love Nova. As for the next 4, again, we're predicting it's a 16 character roster. The next 4, I'm gonna say Moon Knight because he's super big now. Venom, because Venom is huge. I would be surprised if Venom does not touch this game. Wolverine or Magneto, or both, so I'm kind of cheating right now, and Daredevil. I feel like all of those would be good picks. I clearly have, like, no girls in this pick so far, so I'm gonna change that in just a second. But I think they're pretty good picks too. They're just very popular. If not like Matt Murdock Daredevil, Elektra Daredevil can work just as well. I actually would prefer that personally because that design goes hard. If you guys haven't seen it, yeah, she looks great. Another character I'm predicting here, and this is gonna be the craziest pick out of nowhere. Reptile. If my OGs from the superhero squad are in the chat, go ahead and let me know, because Reptile, the only reason I have this crackpot theory is because in the announcing the game trailer, like where they're talking about all the stuff, like, and how the deal was made and everything like that to make this game, someone's animating a dinosaur. I'm sure it's just for like maybe a Savage Lands stage, and they just animated the dinosaur in the background. It's like a Triceratops, but I'm gonna use that little small string of hope, and Reptile is gonna be in the game. Please put him in the game, please. Reptile, I'm gonna say Deadpool. The Thing would literally, I love Thing, so please. Psylocke is also having a really big resurgence because of Rivals, so I feel like Psylocke could be a really cool character to add, especially if it's Psy. Quanon also works as well. Just no Betsy Braddock, please. None of that. But definitely Psylocke. Rocket and Groot, I mean, Star-Lord looks amazing in this game. I'd be surprised they don't put more Guardians. If it's not just Rocket, hopefully Rocket and Groot, and if it's not just Groot, then hopefully, you know, one of the two or both of them together. I feel like both of them together works more, so that's just me. Black Panther, again, super big character, especially if they go, I know they're not, at least it doesn't look like they're pulling from any designs like from current Marvel canon, but I think they should really take a lot of inspiration from his Banished look right now that he has. That would go super hard, and they should definitely do that. If not Venom, right? My other predictions for other symbiotes, because it'd be very strange if they don't have other symbiotes. Carnage and Agent Venom, or Anti-Agent Venom. I don't think they're going to do Anti-Agent Venom, or Anti-Venom for that matter. Maybe like as a color palette, but not as a character. But Venom or Agent Venom, I can definitely see. Definitely leaning more Venom, like traditional Venom, and Carnage. I think it's high time that Carnage gets in a game. I feel like it's low-key criminal for him not to be in a game. He's not in Rivals. Hasn't been shown for this game. We don't know because the game hasn't come out yet, so we wouldn't know. But like, why is he not in this game? Why is he not in Rivals? Why is he not like in anything? Like, Carnage is literally a staple. Like, please put him in the game. Ultron, I can definitely see as well. Gambit would be really cool. Jean Grey or Phoenix needs to be in this game. Literally needs to be in this game. By that extension, I'm also going to say Cable and Cyclops. Cable is the GOAT, and Cyclops is getting his comeuppance now because they trashed him for years, and he's finally in the spotlight again. Please do him justice. On top of that, I'm gonna say Iron Fist, but Danny Rand, and if not Danny Rand, Lin Lee, but I would prefer Lin Lee be Swordmaster, because I think that's more interesting in my opinion, because then you can have Swordmaster and Iron Fist instead of just one or the other. And if we need another sword user, there's a bunch of them, but off the top of my head, the most popular is definitely gonna be Magic currently because of Rivals. What else? And I will say Black Knight as a deep cut, and Blade, not deep cut, but Blade is definitely one, but he's not just sword, so I guess it makes sense for me not to think about it. Regardless, I'm like kind of speaking off the dome here. I'm just like recording because I really wanted to get this video out, so I don't have like a full script for it. I just scripted like some parts. I'm just rambling. Anyways, Thanos would be really cool to see in this game. Like, I just have a lot, like, okay, so I guess just to kind of put everything into perspective here. So if it's a 16 character roster, not including the 8 that they have already shown, I'm gonna say Thor, Hulk, we'll go with Captain Marvel, because they are different for the people that want to be obtuse. Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel are different. I'm gonna say Captain Marvel. Winter Soldier, I'm gonna say Black Widow for like a Jill type character, or literally how she is in Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. I'm gonna say Magneto, Phoenix, I don't even know how many I'm on right now, Deadpool, and Wolverine. That if there's 16 characters, I'm gonna say that. If there's 24, because that's the other thing, so another 8 characters, I'll say The Thing and another Fantastic Four member. I'm gonna say Sue or Johnny. I can't see Reed though, but I mean, I could be wrong. Venom, Namor. Honestly, I don't even want Reed. I kind of want the Maker, but I don't know how that's gonna work. So that's kind of my thing. Daredevil as well. Nova, 1000%, and Winter Soldier, Black Panther, and Moon Knight. I just feel like all of those would be good. Another thing that I would want is personally Miles, but I don't know. Miles is like, he's Spider-Man and he does different things than Peter, but like who knows how they're gonna change it. I hope he's in the game because he's literally my top 3 characters in Marvel, so I hope that's the case. Anyways, I just want to ramble a little bit about this because I'm just really excited. Definitely look forward to more structured videos about this topic. I will see you guys later. Bye. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe and comment who you also think might be in the game. I'm just gonna be doing a lot of videos on this game like the more news comes out, because I'm a huge Marvel fan and a huge fighting game fan. So I mean, I've been playing Marvel for like my whole life, maybe not at the highest level, but I've been playing it for my whole life, and I am just really excited for this game. But anyways, I'll see you guys. Bye.